Hi, I'm Vince Petrano.
And I'm Susan Kim. The State Justice Department is now investigating the police shooting death of an unarmed black teenager in Madison. 19-year-old Tony Robinson was killed by a white police officer on Friday night. Officials say Robinson attacked the officer. People gathered at a memorial service for Robinson last night.
It seemed like it's just going to happening and happening and happening. So we're just trying to get our voices heard.
Robinson recently graduated from Sun Prairie High School. Counselors will be available for students there today, and his family is expected to speak about the incident this afternoon.
2 teenagers from Racine are safe after a scary situation out on Lake Michigan. Here's the picture. Officials report the chunk of ice the teens were walking on broke free, sending them out onto the water. Somebody on shore called 911. Divers arrived and were able to pull the guys back to shore.
Hopefully they learned a lesson. Not the smartest thing to do, put yourself in that position.
When the teens got to shore, paramedics found them to be cold, but otherwise okay. Warmer temperatures certainly creating some dangerous conditions out there on Wisconsin lakes. This weekend, the Coast Guard provided ice rescue training for first responders from throughout the area. The ice definitely getting thinner, which makes the training so timely.
With the spring coming, the ice is deteriorating quickly. It becomes a lot more unsafe.
Coast Guard holds these training sessions for local fire and police departments every winter.
A notable day for the grounds crew out at Miller Park. They're removing the tarp that currently covers the field. Opening day is coming up. It's about a month away, so crews will start the process of removing sections of the tarp to expose the field. It is the first step in the process to get the field ready for the season. The Hunger Task Force plans to announce today the results of this year's peanut butter drive. More than 100 local Walgreens and 60 fire departments have been collecting peanut butter since January. This year's goal, 50,000 jars. All of that will help go to people in need.
Spring fever definitely in the air after this past weekend with temperatures in the mid-40s. A lot of snow melt, and that's going to continue for the next couple of days. We have a little bit of patchy fog this morning, and remember the sun rising a little bit later now, about an hour later, around 7:15. So it started off dark this morning, and well, the sun won't set till around 7 o'clock this evening. Quiet conditions for the next couple of days, thanks in part to high pressure. Yesterday, 46 in Milwaukee, also in La Crosse, 70 in Kansas City. The Midwest finally warming up after the deep freeze for the past about 4, 5, 6 weeks. Spring fever, as I mentioned, all around the Midwest. 40s and 50s here locally for the next couple of days. The pick day looks to be on Tuesday with sunshine and 50s. And the good news, we're melting a lot of snow, and the forecast is dry. Not only for the next couple of days, but for at least the next 7 to 8 days, so that will not create flooding conditions across the area. We're going to melt a lot of snow the next couple of days. Already a lot of ponding and some puddles around the area, but no worries about flooding. There's what it looked like around 7:15 this morning. The sun not quite up just yet, just a few clouds, 26 degrees, southwest wind at around 10 miles per hour. That is putting wind chills into the teens in a couple of spots. Port, Green Lake, Whitewater, and Lake Geneva. Everyone else in the mid to upper 20s and even a 30 here in Milwaukee with a calm breeze. The Goddard gauge today, after being stuck in the around 2 and 3 for the past couple of months, up to a 9. High near 50. Sunshine, a mild breeze, but that's the reason why it's not a 10. Southwest winds at 10 to 15. It's the reason why we're warming up, but it's still a little on the breezy side. High pressure in the perfect position for us to see the warmer temperature just to the south of us, so we get that southwesterly wind wrapping around it, strong enough that it keeps the lake breeze from developing. That'll continue for tomorrow as well. Then with this weak cold front pushing through Tuesday night into early Wednesday, and the next high pressure system a little further to the north, we'll get that northeasterly wind off the lake. So cooler at the lake returns for the first time this season. Can you believe it? High temperatures today, upper 40s to around 50 degrees. Beaver Dam, Waukesha, and Madison should hit 50 today. If you don't hit 50 today in some locations, you will tomorrow. Look at these high temperatures, low to almost even mid-50s. 52 in West Dallas and Franklin. Waukesha's at 51 degrees. Menominee Falls at 50. Here's your forecast for today. 48, mostly sunny, mild and breezy. Southwest wind at 10 to 15. Tonight will drop down into the lower 30s, right around that freezing mark. Look out for some refreezing of those puddles. Could create some slick spots. Otherwise, some patchy fog and mild outside. The 7-day forecast. Spring is here. Hopefully it sticks around for a while. We deserve it. 48 today, 54 tomorrow, 46 on Wednesday, and then that lake breeze will kick in. Could see upper 30s to lower 40s along the lakefront through the weekend, and look at all the sunshine.